guys, Meredith with ExtremeTerrain.com, and today we are checking out these Barricade Saber 5-inch aluminum side step bars with the black cover plates fitting all 2022 and newer CrewMax Toyota Tundra. Now, if you or your passengers are struggling to get up into your truck, lift or not, and you want a side step for your Tundra that's going to complement that open wheel-to-wheel space with a darker and sleek aesthetic, these are going to be a great option to look into. Now, these will be good for the Tundra owner who prefers the running step style, whether it's for the look or function, but also wants more than the average step with the tougher styling that these bring to the table without going overboard in price. Now, these will have a bit more to the layout compared to the average or entry-level style running board with the chunkier caps at the end and individual treaded step plates that's going to create more of that rugged appearance with this set and also provide you with some extra traction getting in. The 5-inch wide stepping surface will offer a solid space to plant your foot and will come out far enough for easy accessibility while still fitting well to the side of the truck for a clean appearance. Now, while these are mainly for accessibility, the build will be tough, so these will also serve as some lighter protection for debris flinging up on from your tires on road or even off-road when it comes to small hazards. These will have a full aluminum construction, again being durable enough to take those smaller hits, but what's also great about this material is that it's lightweight if you want to stay conscious about what your truck is hauling, accessories or otherwise. Now, on top it's going to have a black powder coat to protect the aluminum, and the black plastic accents will match for a cohesive and darker look to the step. The brackets included will be steel for solid support and also powder coated for protection, and the entire kit will be completely bolt-on with no modifications required. Now, these are about $350, and that's going to land these right in the middle ground when it comes to step. These definitely have a more detailed and wider design compared to other smaller or entry-level type choices, which will add a lot of character to the step, again, without going overboard with too busy of a design if you don't want that. Now, it's also a lighter duty option to save you some cash and weight if you're not doing any tough off-roading that needs a higher form of protection. So if you're just looking for a good looking and very functional step for your Tundra, these are going to be a great option for you. Install here is going to be a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It should take about 2 hours or so, probably an hour per side. However, at this point we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on how you can get these onto your Tundra at home. So that's going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet and a 13mm socket.
What's up, guys? Today we're installing a set of side steps on our Tundra, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is mount all of our support brackets to the body of the truck. These are nice and labeled. We have PR for passenger rear. That's going to be the 3 rearmost brackets, and then PF for the passenger front, and then you have the same thing on the other side. So we're going to be using our hex bolt with a lock washer and a flat washer to thread into the pre-threaded holes.
So we're starting out on the passenger rear here. We have our set of 2 threaded holes. Now you have 3 more sets of these going towards the front. It's very obvious where these are going. So we'll just take that bolt with a lock washer and flat washer, and we'll get that threaded into the hole. And then we'll do that same thing with the other one. And then we'll grab a 13mm socket to tighten these down. I'm just going to center this up. And now you can repeat that exact same process for the rest of your brackets, working your way forward, and then repeat the whole process on the driver's side.
So now I've got our side step here. We're ready to get this set up to go onto our brackets. Now we have our bolts with the square heads. On one side of our side step, we have this bigger opening that we can drop these into to slide it in. So we're gonna put 4 into each of these. And we're just gonna space them out around how we have our brackets. And then next we can lift this up and get it onto our brackets. So now we're just gonna line up the bolts on our side step with our brackets and lay this down.
So now we can come to our bracket. We have our studs poking through. We're gonna take a flat washer and then a lock washer, and slide those on. And then put our nut on the other end. And then do that same thing for the other one. And then you can install your hardware onto your other brackets. You're gonna center up your side step how you like it. And then we'll come back with that 13mm socket and tighten everything down. And then repeat that same process for the rest of your brackets and for the entire other side.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the installed Barricade Saber 5-inch aluminum side step bars with the black cover plates fitting all 2022 and newer CrewMax Toyota Tundras, and you can find these right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.